Hey guys, welcome to moonlittarotscope to get your March 2020 love reading. So I'm sort of embracing the chaos right now with the Mercury retrograde that's going on in Pisces. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to go through these cards until I find a major arcana associated with a particular sign. And that's who we'll read for. And it's Aries right off the bat, right off the top. We've got Aries. Yay. So Aries, this is going to be your reading. Your love reading for the month of March. So the way I'm going to split up this reading is I'm going to do simple crosses for you and your partner. If you don't have a partner right now, you can watch the first half of this video that's just about you, okay? If you are in a relationship or you're thinking of someone, you got someone on your mind, then watch the rest of the video, and then we'll kind of see what synchronicities might be between your energy and their energy at the end, okay? Of course, you can watch the whole way through the end, but if you're single, I invite you to experiment and experience what might be happening with your loves, your soul's journey in love, okay? All right, so beautiful Aries energy. Let me sit with this for a minute. Do you feel like you guys feel a little stifled by something? Like, let me out. Like they put the damper on the forest or on the fire, and you're like, wait. Let's see what we have for my beautiful Aries. Again, the Aries. Okay, so this is the full card in the regular deck. This is the Fairy Deck Adoring Virtue deck, but okay, wow, this is super validation for you guys. Embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourselves. And I do feel like you guys are holding back somehow, or you feel like someone is holding you back. What is crossing Aries? All right, let me get closer so you guys can see. Okay. Release number 13. Yeah. You guys don't really want to let go of something. You want to lighten your load. You want to lighten your load. Like she's got her little, her little hobo sack right there. You want to lighten your load, but you're still hanging on to something. That's why you can't move forward and you don't feel free. You feel quite stifled in love, okay? You're hanging on to something, but it's hard to actually close that door all the way. Now, that doesn't mean you're leaving a partner, okay? This could be a matter of the heart, okay? Something you're hanging on to in your heart. In your subconscious, we have the Two of Cups, a very romantic card. Prince of Winter, High Priestess in reverse crowning you, and the Four of Summer. Moving forward. Well, I like seeing what's going on moving forward. I like seeing what's going on here in your heart with the Two of Summer. This is the same as Two of Cups. So this card is really, to me, it's all about romantic love. Okay, a softening of the heart in order to meet with someone, to allow your energy to collide with them. And this is what's in your subconscious. So you do deeply desire, guys. You guys are really desiring a very lovely romantic feeling. Also expression. Some of you are unable to express your feelings of romance. Okay, why does Aries feel like they can't express themselves with love and romance? The Nine of Pentacles. I think some of you guys are afraid to let go of what you have so far. This could be about you letting go of someone that's comfortable and familiar to you in order to truly open yourself up to romantic love. This definitely could indicate a relationship that's gone on for too long, is actually making you feel quite difficult to breathe. I heard it's hard to breathe in this relationship. But the thing is, it's also a comfort thing for you. So, this could be, it could be very uncomfortable for you to actually embrace romantic love, okay? Or even to ask for it, like you're struggling to even ask for it. Because you guys are so independent, and you're able to think for yourselves so strongly that There's a softer side to you. I always see this with Aries. It comes out with Aries readings all the time that a lot of people just cannot grasp, okay? They just can't. And so it's going to be uncomfortable to let down your guard and truly allow someone to connect with you during this month, although you have a strong desire to connect. So why do we have the Prince of Swords, Prince of Winter in reverse? I feel like, okay, yeah, you're not, this is, okay, just slow down. Let me get more information. Okay. We have so much anxiety going on. So much anxiety coming in because you are having thoughts, or someone is, in your recent past, you have said, or someone else has said something that is cruel to you, has really hit you at your core. You may have said this to someone else as well, okay? This might be why you're fighting so hard to express, because it's almost like you almost feel, Aries, like if you were to truly express your feelings, you're going to go back on what you said, and what you said to someone was harsh but true. Interesting. That's such an Aries reading. All right, the High Priestess in reverse is crowning you. Why is the High Priestess in reverse crowning our Aries? My Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aries, and Cross Watchers. Four of Swords in reverse because you just don't have any peace. You have no peace. And you guys might be spilling out a little bit. Like, to me, the High Priestess in reverse is spilling out her secrets too much. Actually saying too much. So this is almost like it's a contradiction here that I'm seeing. It's like, you know, you might be saying too much, okay? And your words and the way you're communicating is a little bit over the top for you when it comes to matters of the heart, and this is causing you distress and anxiety, okay? But this is, there is no peace, you guys, crowning you. But I guess what the cards are telling me is that this is not a time for rest and meditation, which, you know, is a little bit odd. But, you know, Aries, it's every each their own. And if this doesn't resonate for you, then it's not for you. Really, I guess they're wanting you to take some action, lower your guard, lower your fear of being wrong, of making the wrong decision. Because no one else can make that decision but you. And you are relying too hard on other people to tell you what to do in this situation, Aries. That is so not an Aries thing. So your energy is definitely off. But I love that we have the Four of Summer in reverse, because what it means to me is that you're able to focus on the things that really do matter in your life at this time moving forward, okay? So this is good energy moving forward. So this is such a great illustration for this card. Because the Four of Summer is all about looking off at what you don't have and not seeing what you do have, right? And I mean, it's a little bit like if you're a mom, it can really make you feel guilty. It's like, I need to pay more attention to my kid here. But this beautiful child is what she does have. She's off thinking about what she doesn't have. But being that it's in reverse, Aries, I feel like you guys are going to become more grateful for the things that you do have and more grounded and more comfortable with water, because this whole reading is like you're being uncomfortable with emotional anything. Like anything that's emotional, you're having discomfort with it. You are spending a little bit too much time in your head, and you're telling your secrets. You're speaking too much. You're saying too much. Because I think you're so worried about starting something new and getting something going in your life because you're so tired of being told to be quiet. But this isn't about someone else telling you to be quiet. This is about your inner voice saying, okay, be careful what you say. Be careful what you say, and be careful who you say it to. And then we have the Magician clarifying, which I like it. I really feel like moving out of March, you guys are going to truly embrace in an equal way all four elements, all the things that you have at your disposal to create the reality moving forward that works for you, that doesn't make you feel stuck, trapped, that doesn't make you feel like you can't say anything to the point where you do say too much. And something you did say in the recent past has really caused you anxiety because you fear that you cause the other person anxiety too, Aries, because you've got a lot of love in your heart, although it's difficult to express. And so speaking too much, talking too much with other people is not going to help. It's not, and I think your guys are beginning to realize that now, like presently as you're watching that video, that revealing too much isn't going to work well for you in the future. By moving forward with gratitude, you're really good for the things that you do have. You're going to actually embrace all four elements. That's what the magician is about. Okay, we have the pentacle, we have the cup, we have the wand, and we have a sword. Where's the sword? Right there. Sword right there, wand right there, whatever. Okay, they're all there. So you really have everything at your disposal moving forward with gratitude when you have gratitude for the things that you have versus what you don't have, okay? So, you know, I know for some of you, you might be kind of irritated with this reading, but it is what it is, okay? Everyone's human and everyone's going through the human experience, and that's what cards are about, okay? It's not about just telling everybody what, you know, you think they want you to hear, all right? Might make you not as popular, but it is what it is. So now we're going to do your partner's reading. If that reading resonated with you and you do have a partner or someone on your mind, then watch this next reading because I'm going to do the same thing for them. So it's going to be completely unbiased. I'm not going to really have a preference for one over the other, okay? This is just, I'm going to read into them the information that the galaxy is allowing us to have regarding another person in your life. So we have a Princess of Discs. Okay, which, yeah, and then we have the Sun card crossing the Princess of Discs. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, Lord. I don't know if y'all are dealing with the water sign, but it would make sense if you were. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Definitely would make sense if you were. The Lover's card for your recent past. Or for their, this is for them, sorry, for their recent past. And the Eight of Discs. So I feel like this person is definitely making some progress in something, some area of their life, but we'll definitely get some clarifiers here. What's going on with this partner moving forward? What's going on with this partner moving forward? Okay. I don't know why. I just felt the need to shuffle that hardcore. Two of Wands. Oh, interesting. So the Virgo partner had this in their reading as well. Okay. I'm getting a very stubborn energy from this person. Like, it is exactly the way I want it to be, and I'm not going to listen to anything else, okay? But by keeping themselves closed off to different ways of looking at things, different ways of thinking other than just taking things one steady step at a time, all right? You could be dealing with a Leo here, definitely, or Gemini, but I need some clarifiers while I take this. When I do a Celtic cross, I kind of have to take it all in at once. Why do we have the Princess of Discs, otherwise known as the Page of Pentacles? Okay. Eight of Cups. This person recently walked away from something that was very painful for them to walk away from, but they did the right thing by walking away from it. It doesn't have to be another person. It could just be anything that they were depending on too much that was taking them off their emotional balance. So this is somebody walking away from addiction. This is somebody walking away from a toxic relationship, or walking away from anything that is destructive to them. And it is bringing them somewhat of a very immature energy at the moment, though, because they're in a very, yeah, that's it. They feel very self-protected. Yeah, it's like they're putting a shield of protection around themselves all the time. And that can feel really icky to you, Aries, because you're wanting to connect. You're wanting to connect. Why is the sun crossing this person? Okay, so we have the Six of Wands here. They feel very victorious by walking away from this, whatever it is, the thing that they did. They feel like that they're getting recognition for this thing, and that does make them feel good, but they could be stuck in their ego too much about it. This person might be like really stuck in their ego as far as like, look at this amazing thing I did. Now all these people are watching me because I'm an awesome person, right? And you know what? There's nothing wrong for accepting and being excited about who you are as a person or your accomplishments and things like that. But what makes me sad about this person is they feel like they had to actually do something to receive the sun in their life, being that the sun is in a cross. So in a way, I feel like we're dealing with somebody that has a deeply, I wanted to say immature, but I also want to say insecure. So insecure and immature. Clarify the Queen of Cups, which is also definitely the energy I get with the Queen of Cups. Very sensitive, overly sensitive, because this person right now may be thinking that everything is all about them. And because they're thinking everything is all about them, that they're taking every word and everything personal. And that does make a lot of sense considering that you guys had in your reading, you guys had, obviously there was like, I felt like that you guys were suffering some sort of guilt for possibly saying something to somebody, okay, that caused not just you, but them anxiety as well, okay? So the Page of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse is like the worst situation in love I can imagine, you know what I mean? The Queen of Cups wants to be the Page of Wands, wants to be like you, Aries. I think they want to be like you, but they're not like you. All right. So it's like they're trying to shine in your shine or share your shine, but it's like they have their own way of being and they need to embrace the person that they are. I'm getting a lot of water from this guy. So if they're not a water sign, as far as their sun sign goes, this person could have some water in their chart. Definitely Cancer here. Oh, get sleepy. Sorry, guys. I'm seeing Cancer and Pisces in this reading, but they feel like in order to get what they want, okay, they have to not be so sensitive, and they're not wrong. They're not wrong. So this person is basically like taking every little move that you make and analyzing it, overanalyzing it, or just being overly sensitive and overly emotional. This person is being triggered by something because they didn't get what they thought that they wanted. And so they want to kind of play around with that energy a little bit, but they're turning their back on themselves and who they truly are in order to do that. So to clarify the Lovers, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So definitely in the recent past, they feel like they put a lot of work into this relationship with you, Aries. But they're frustrated and they're wondering whether or not the crop sort of yielded all the work that they put into it. It's a little bit like of an immature vibe of like, if I was reading for this person, I would just be like, it's not about you. It's about going with the flow, embracing what comes natural to you, because that's what Aries is all about. You guys just go with the flow. You embrace what's natural. You don't need others to, you don't need other people to make you feel like you're okay. Although you do want that. You have a natural, like, you're so natural in your environment that I'm sorry, guys. I'm just tired. That's all this is. Crowded this person is they have achieved something recently. I think it has a lot to do with this Eight of Cups. The Prince of Pentacles is, to clarify, is that they've actually moved a little bit past this energy of not getting what they wanted, not feeling like they had enough over here. So whatever this is about, they've moved past it with the Eight of Discs. This is the Seven of Discs, basically. So it's the same thing moving forward. And they feel like they did it possibly by taking a chance, taking a risk, maybe taking a little bit of your energy, Aries, in order to do that. Okay, and moving forward, we have the Two of Wands for this person, and that means this person is basically like, they don't know moving forward if staying where they're at or moving in a different direction is what's going to be best for them. So this is about a decision that will be made moving forward. Let's see if we can clarify it. We can clarify this card. All right. And we have a Seven of Wands. So they may make decisions in the future based off of fear because they feel like they have to defend what it is they believe in. Okay. Defensiveness, making decisions out of defensiveness, out of being, it is okay. This is also like, this is also not just defensive, like in a bad way, but this is also like standing up for what you believe in. This person needs to stand up to you, but they need to do it in a way that isn't whiny or isn't so like, I feel like they want to be like you. Okay. And so they're a little bit jealous of just who you are naturally, hun. Because this is the kind of thing that comes to Aries easily. This isn't difficult to achieve. But this person, this isn't a long-lasting thing, though. This is a short-term triumph. And because of all the placements, it's not necessarily what's best for them. They're too worried about what other people think of them. They want to make sure going forward that they get what they want, right? They may have put walls up between you guys. And I don't think it's really fair of them to do it, but they did that in order to achieve this brief, moment in the sun here. Now, with the Eight of Discs, they are accomplishing something. Definitely accomplishing something here. Moving ahead, moving forward. And I think moving forward, this is like these two cards I really like. We get this two sets right here. It's almost like, they're going to move forward and do what's right for them. But that doesn't mean that it's against you. There's no harmony here. I really want to see harmony. I want to see things between the two of you that I don't know what the connection is here. Other than I feel like they might be taking some energy from you because they want to be like you, okay? It's a wannabe Aries situation going on. I'm going to take a look at a couple of things here. Okay, these are the same card. So I think the Page of Pentacles is going to be your connection here. And I think it's going to be, what I like about the Page of Pentacles is this young energy. It's a message. But the Page of Pentacles to me is so, like, we're working so hard to achieve what we want that we'll take our time. And I don't feel like either one of you guys are embracing that energy. And I think it would be good for both of you to look at this more long-term instead of short-lived triumphs, okay? I hope this makes sense. So sometimes my words are just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So let me see what's the advice here. Princess of Swords. We have another princess. So we also have the Page of Swords in your reading. I thought we did. Maybe I put it back. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, right here. This feels like so much immaturity going on between. Do you feel like you act like, do you guys feel like you're like, oh my gosh, like why am I acting so immature right now? This person kind of makes you feel like you do things that you normally wouldn't do. Like they kind of trigger you and have you acting in ways and saying things that are kind of like, you're looking back at it, Aries, and you're going, why did I allow that to happen? Like I'm, past that or better than that. I almost feel like they're pulling you down a little bit, darling. I feel like they're stifling a little bit you, but it's not out of anything malicious. This is the human experience. It's just something that they're going through, that they're projecting or they're taking your energy from. Okay, but you guys are messengers to each other. You have messages, you have communication for each other. So you guys are in each other's life for a reason, and you're going to have an impact on each other's life because these are soul messages that's going to go through your life. Okay, it is going to resonate through your soul for the rest of your life. Okay, these messages that you have for each other, whatever they are. I almost feel like I almost feel more like you're more of the teacher in the situation, Aries, but you can't come off as a teacher. But they're looking up at you and down at you at the same time, if that makes sense, because they're appreciating you for what you're doing, but they're, instead of just celebrating who you are and then celebrating who they are, they're too busy trying to be you. Okay. All right. So we got a wannabe Aries situation. Not the first time I've had this reading, Aries, when it comes to you guys. Why do you guys have so much jealousy around you? I know you didn't ask for it. You didn't ask for it. You didn't wake up going, I want people to be jealous of me. You did not do that. People are. And I can't remember, like over the last year, I think I've had like at least 2 Aries readings that went exactly this way. And nobody else had this type of reading. So it's interesting. Interesting energy. So I'm going to pull from the Thoth Tarot deck for any messages from the universe regarding advice regarding this connection. And Aries, soul journey and love. All right, what is the message for Aries? Isn't that a beautiful card? This was in your partner's reading as well, which is the 8 of Pentacles. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Interesting. And the 6 of Swords in reverse, which your partner had as well. Okay. Nope, sorry. That wasn't your partner. Nope, I was thinking of a different reading. Okay. So the advice here is going to be, use your why. You're wise, Aries. On a deeper level, I think you guys kind of already know what's going on with this person. But why you're letting it stifle your own forward movement in your life, that's what you need to look at, okay? Because right now you're, they want you to value yourself, the work that you've put in, making yourself a good partner, okay? And understand that when things don't go the way you had hoped, it does not mean that anybody has failed at the relationship. All it means is that this is just the way the relationship is going, and this is part of your journey and your adventure in life. And there's cycles that we have that we need to break. We need to break these cycles, guys. But what they're saying is you've already worked so hard on something and you have actually achieved it in love. So you get to hold on to that. You get to hold on to that. I want to hear, okay, I heard grief. So someone has grieved someone has grieved a loss that is watching this. It can only be for one person or several. I don't know. You have grieved this person enough to where now you can move forward and you can take all the lessons you've learned through your grieving process into your love life moving forward, because you have what you need moving forward in love. Okay. You're grounded here. So whoever has lost someone recently or maybe in the last few years that's been grieving, this is telling me it's okay now. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're done with the grieving. It's okay to be done with the grieving and move on in your life and do wonderful things. All right. And let go of your ideas of what a successful love life or relationship looks like. I often think of couples or relationships in our life. It's like you're kind of walking along this path and then somebody walks, right next to you for a little while. And then you guys both kind of go on your own path and then it cycles back around. Right. And that is not really how our society is set up. Our society says that we all have to find the one, our twin flame or our soulmate and marry that person and have kids. And that's just not the way things work out for people anymore. I mean, it does work out for a lot of people that way. So I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. It's a beautiful life to have, but it's not that way for a lot of us, and that's because when it comes to matters of the heart, we have something to learn in this life, and we have to continue working, moving forward, and doing the work that's necessary moving forward in order to change, transform your heart. And this ultimately can have to do with just the way you are relating to other people in general. This doesn't have to be one person, although it might resonate toward you for one person. But that is the advice. It's okay to move on if you're grieving somebody. It's do the work, do the hard work that you need to do, but do the work that resonates with you, that is right for your own soul and for your own life, not what other people think is right, because that's what your partner's doing, and they've led themselves astray. Okay. So I hope this helped you guys. I really do. Be sure to hit the bell and subscribe to get notifications of my live readings that I do. I do live personal readings specifically for you. So you can also join my Facebook group at moonlittarotscope.com, and you'll get a little bit more of a heads up on when those live readings will occur. I really appreciate your time and attention. I am blessed and so grateful for you allowing me to do your reading, Aries. And I wish you all a wonderful March. Lots of love. Bye.